Set for a start. The light blinks. And he hits the button to let them go, and the slug jumped away very quickly. Bustled out Jono and Mine Detector, the stable mate as well, from Main Engine, Sweet as a Berry. And then came American Grin, who's only going to be about 3 or 4 lengths off the pace in the early stages. Getting back there is Bachelor Boy on the outside of Renegade Ruler. They go past the 1100, starting the run out to the riverside of the track, and the mare, the slug, takes it up with the blinkers. Fires up in front, leads the way from Jono and Mine Detector. Main Engine over on the outside is next, travelling up there, running fourth, beautifully placed. And then 2 lengths away on the inside, Sweet as a Berry. Bachelor Boy going around the outside now. Back between horses there is the favourite next of all as they come down the side of the course, American Grin, and behind it is Renegade Ruler. And so past the 650, it's the slug who leads the way, 3/4 clear from Jono, just edging its way up a little closer to the leader. Mine Detector down on the inside. Main Engine is in a commanding spot right behind them. Pateman is starting to wind up American Grin, who wanted to drop the bit at that stage of the race, so he's having to bustle it hard. Dropping back Sweet as a Berry, followed then by Bachelor Boy, and last of all Renegade Ruler, homeward bound. Jono hit the front, the filly Main Engine quickly tackling it. Winding up as American Grin, starting to really build here at the 150. Main Engine hits the front though, draws away. American Grin a length, 3/4, a half, getting to Main Engine. Main Engine kicking. Main Engine has just won from American Grin, who was picking it up with every bound. Gave Pateman a bit of a torrid ride in the run home though. Then came the slug, and also up there is Mine Detector, and running on Renegade Ruler for third ahead of Jono, Sweet as a Berry, and back there last is Bachelor Boy. Main Engine given the run of the race by rider Joe as a party. Number 9, the Exosphere filly, has held on from American Grin. Pateman there really had to get into overdrive on American Grin to try and get the 3-year-old to pick up and find the bridle as Main Engine hit the front from Jono. American Grin was pulling ground back off it very quickly in the last 100, wanting to lay in a little there, and certainly Pateman had to earn his fee there on American Grin, but efforts all in vain. Goes down a short neck. The odds on pop 131.13 there. The time again, they've just dawdled along, 35.77 the split. Short neck 2 lengths. Third placing to 7, the slug in the photo with Mine Detector. Fourth home, 9.37 and 4. Main Engine raced by Bellis Racing Space Race Syndicate. Peter Morley, trained by Trevor Andrews. She's by Exosphere from Amelie Haven. A daughter of More Than Ready, ridden by Joe as a party, and scores at her 6th run today. She's clung on from American Grin by All American from Scenic Grin, owned by Stan Quinlivan, trained by Adam Durant. Mitchell Pateman there aboard, and the slug by Snippet Son from Cadzeal, who led them and has clung on to third for Luke Fernie, for Espreen, Paul Huckle, M. Norton, T. Myers, T. Leighton, M. Connaughton and D. Scoble. Jade McNaught there, the rider. 9, 3, 7 and 4. The favourite goes down here in race 2, and that's been the case for the first 2 races of the day. The third, the Amelia Park Handicap over 1500. We get the pay 1-2 in the next at 254 as a cavalcade of owners ant march their way into the enclosure, and they're just going past Britt Taylor, who's downstairs at the moment, and that's one very, very full mounting enclosure.
Keep coming and coming. They're everywhere, and Trevor Andrews joins me now. Trev, I saw all the owners out the back with you pre-race while you were saddling her up. They must have been a good luck charm.
Yeah, well, they've had to be really patient to celebrate with this filly. She ran a couple of really cracking races at Pinjarra a few starts back, and then a bit of trainer error. I put a set of visors on her, and she just pulled too hard last start, so had to go back to the drawing board, take the visors off her, get her to relax a bit more. Up a workload so she wasn't too fresh, and Joey gave her a beautiful ride, so no, really happy for the connections. They're a good bunch, and they celebrate well.
That's exactly what we want to see. This is a wonderful shot to see them all coming in the mounting yard, and they're taking up the whole width of it as well with so many of them. What were your confidence levels during running?
Yeah, really pleased with the work. Just really wanted to be able to settle and find the line, and we were hopeful that she'd win. We weren't confident, so no, good result.
What's next for her? Can she step up in ground?
I did actually was heading to the Oaks with her, but because of her last start where she pulled too hard, I just said to Pete, it's not the right time. So maybe in time, but at this stage, probably stay around this trip, probably a mile max.
She's done a great job today. Well done.
Thank you.
Trevor Andrews there, and a big group of owners here all taking their photos with their pride and joy maiden engine, this Exosphere filly, able to win her first race. But she hasn't been far away from her 5 previous outings before today. She had placed at 3 of those. So Trevor just saying that those visors coming off and an increase in her workload has been able to contribute to getting the best out of her today. And she looked very nice in the straight getting home. Joey Azzopardi gets back aboard her. He was on through that last campaign and pilots her home today.
He certainly was. Joe, I dare say you would have been watching her replays of the last 2 thinking that's not the same filly I rode last prep.
Yeah, early in the prep she was really relaxed and got right back in the run, and she ran two rippers early at Pinjarra, hit the line really well, and today she jumped right on the bunny and put herself right there, and she was tough to the line.
How was she in the run?
Yeah, travelled nice. Probably took her a little bit to come back to me, but once she found that spot, I was giggling in the run.
She definitely looks the part. Is she a filly that you think can get better in time?
Yeah, I think she's probably improved a lot this prep, and she's a really nice type, and she's a nice mover too. So I think she'll probably get a bit further in the future, and it was pretty good effort today.
Under rest, not a lot of luck last start. What sort of chance do you give her today?
Yeah, I think she'll go good today. Like I said, last start she was right back and out of the race and hit the line really well. So from barrier 1, I'll try and hold a spot, and if I get a bit of luck, she'll be right there in the finish.
Congratulations, Joey.
Thank you, cheers.
Joey Azzopardi, Trevor Andrews and the team at Bellis Racing enjoy the success with main engine for the first time. I think they'll enjoy this victory as they get a big group photo. Main engine defeats American Grin and the Slug.